Everwind glows with golden lanterns, laughter echoing through the warm night. Snow falls softly, painting a picturesque scene of festive cheer. In stark contrast, young Mira stands barefoot on a quiet, snowy corner, a lonely figure amidst the joyous city, her gaze lost in the falling snow. On a cold street corner, Mira huddles, swallowed by a large brown coat, her small frame shivering in the dim night. She clutches matchboxes tightly, a stark contrast to the vulnerability of her pale face. Her eyes burn with a fierce, unwavering determination, a spark against the encroaching darkness. In the distance, the opulent Thane Manor blazes with light, a beacon of unattainable warmth. The manor's glow casts long shadows, emphasizing Mira's isolation and the vast divide between her and its luxury. Her gaze remains fixed on the distant manor, a silent vow etched on her face. Inside Mira's dimly lit home, Jonas kneels, his face etched with worry and exhaustion. The weight of his burdens is visible in every line of his weary face. A desperate plea hangs in the air as Jonas murmurs, "I need to buy bread." His words echo in the silence, highlighting the stark reality of their struggle. Inside Thane Manor, young Aiden peers through the window, his plain clothes stark against the grand backdrop. Snow falls softly as Aiden's gaze settles on Mira below, a shadow of concern crossing his face. His voice laced with worry, Aiden calls out, "Father, look, it's Mira. I'm worried about her." The snowy streets reflect the anxiety in Aiden's eyes as he watches Mira, a silent plea for her safety. Lord Everett peers through velvet curtains, his gaze drawn to Mira below, bathed in the moon's delicate glow. A flicker of recognition crosses his face, a haunting echo of the match girl he once knew. He remembers her youthful face, etched with the city's unforgiving grit and resilience. Tonight, a new vulnerability shadows her, a desperate urgency he can't ignore. A tiny golden spark descends from the inky sky, an ethereal beacon in the night. Beside Mira, the spark unfurls, its light coalescing into the form of a fox. The fox glows with shimmering amber light, an otherworldly guardian in the darkness. Its eyes blaze like miniature suns, piercing the veil of night with ancient wisdom. Under the harsh glow of street lamps, shadows stretch across the rain-slicked asphalt. A distant neon sign flickers. Mira, barely 17, crouches, her hand outstretched in tentative invitation. A fox-like creature, Luma, shimmers with an ethereal light, its gaze curious and intelligent. "Hello," Mira whispers, her voice barely audible above the city's hum. Luma takes a hesitant step forward, a gentle wave of warmth emanating from its form. "Can you help me?" Under the cloak of night, Luma nods, a silent invitation in her eyes, her paw raised towards the distant Thane Manor. The grand manor looms in the darkness, its silhouette a stark contrast against the night sky. Mira hesitates, a ripple of uncertainty crossing her face as she considers the imposing structure. She feels the weight of the night, a sense of displacement settling in her heart as she pauses on the street corner. Luma's gaze remains steady, urging Mira forward with a silent promise of guidance and protection. The manor awaits, its secrets veiled in shadow, as Mira steels herself to follow. Aiden shoves open the Thane Manor door, the heavy wood protesting with a groan under the night sky. He freezes, a gasp escaping his lips, as his eyes lock onto Luma and Mira, their figures bathed in dim light. The air crackles with unspoken tension as Aiden struggles to find his voice, his mind reeling. "Father, you won't believe who's here," Aiden finally exclaims, his voice echoing in the night. Luma and Mira stand silently, their expressions unreadable as they await Thane's reaction. Under the dark sky at Thane Manor, Lord Everett steps forward, concern etched deeply into his noble features. His hands open in a gesture of heartfelt worry as he looks intently at Mira. "Are you all right?" Mira stands defiant, her voice clear and strong despite her circumstances. "I am Mira. I am selling matches to buy bread," she declares, her words hanging in the night air. Under the cloak of night at Thane Manor, Aiden removes his blue embroidered vest. With a tender gesture, Aiden drapes the vest over Mira's shivering shoulders. The delicate fabric contrasts with the harsh night. His expression softens with concern for Mira's well-being. "You are freezing," Aiden says, his voice a warm invitation against the cold. "Come inside," he urges, his eyes reflecting the manor's inviting glow. Mira steps into Thane Manor, a sanctuary of warmth embracing her from the chilling night. The air is thick with comforting scents, cinnamon and winter apples, a promise of solace. Aiden's gentle hand guides her, a silent reassurance in the opulent hall. He leads her towards the hearth, where flames dance, casting shadows that flicker with untold stories. The firelight reflects in Aiden's eyes as he offers a promise of protection. His voice, soft yet firm, cuts through the silence. "You are safe now." Inside Thane Manor, Lord Everett's face is etched with worry as he kneels beside Mira. His voice soft yet probing, Lord Everett gently asks, "Tell me about your family, Mira." Mira's eyes, filled with a haunting sorrow, flicker with a deep, unspoken pain. She speaks, her voice barely a whisper. "My father is home." A chilling revelation hangs in the air as she adds, "He hasn't eaten." In the grand Thane Manor, Everett rises, a silent command in his gesture. Aiden acknowledges, departing with purposeful stride, vanishing briefly. Aiden returns, bearing a woven basket, its contents unseen yet promising. Warm bread fills the air with its comforting scent, a simple offering. Ripe fruits gleam within, their colors vibrant against the dim light. Folded blankets suggest warmth and solace. Completing the humble gift, shadows writhe on Thane Manor's walls as Everett faces Mira, a woven basket between them, thick with unspoken words. Everett's voice cuts through the silence. "This basket is for your father. More help will follow." Mira's face hardens, her reply sharp and edged with pride. "I have no money to pay you." The dim light flickers, casting elongated shadows that dance like phantoms around Everett and Mira. The air hangs heavy with a mixture of desperation and defiance, each word a stone thrown into still water. The interior of Thane Manor is shrouded in shadows, corners barely touched by the dim light. Everett speaks softly, her face bathed in soft light, a picture of serene composure. "I have already paid them by reminding them to see the people they pass," Everett says gently. Aiden nods in agreement, his expression thoughtful in the low light. "Agreed. No one should be alone in the cold," Aiden adds, his voice resonating in the quiet manner. Shadows dance, reflecting the warmth and compassion shared in the dimly lit room. Inside Thane Manor, shadows dance as Luma emits a delicate, chime-like cry, its light flickering with unease. Mira's brow furrows with concern, her voice soft yet sharp. "What's wrong?" Everett and Aiden exchange worried glances, their expressions mirroring the growing tension in the room. Luma's erratic flicker intensifies, casting long, distorted shadows that heighten the suspense. In the dimly lit Thane Manor, long shadows dance across the walls. Luma moves toward the window, her figure a dark silhouette against the night. She gazes out, lost in thought as the darkness envelops her. The silence of the room is heavy, broken only by unspoken worries. A subtle tension hangs in the air, thick with unspoken words and fears. Mira's voice cuts through the quiet. Father is still alone. Inside Thane Manor, Everett understands the gravity of the moment, resolving to seek out Jonas. A sense of urgency fills the air as quick decisions are made under dim, flickering lights. Aiden's protective instincts kick in as he firmly grasps Mira's hand, ready to face the unknown. The manor holds its breath, poised on the brink of action and uncertain outcomes. Under a blanket of night, they walk, their figures softened by the falling snow. Luma, a gentle floating light, guides them, casting a warm glow on the path to Mira's home. Each breath hangs in the crisp air, visible against the darkness. The rhythmic crunch of their boots breaks the silence of the snow-covered street. Mira's home awaits, a beacon of warmth against the cold, silent night. In the dimness, Jonas sits hunched, his form shadowed by the unlit candle beside him. His shoulders slump under a weight of despondency, each line of his body telling a story of despair. The silence of the room amplifies his isolation. The darkness, a heavy blanket. A sudden exclamation pierces the quiet. "Father." The cry echoes, a desperate plea cutting through the oppressive atmosphere. Jonas looks up, his shock palpable as he takes in Mira, Lord Everett, and Aiden. The heavy silence amplifies the weight of his sudden, unexpected intrusion. A strained apology hangs in the air as Jonas speaks. "I apologize for the intrusion." The room is thick with unspoken tension, the air almost vibrating with the awkward encounter. Inside Mira's home, Everett raises a hand, a gesture of reassurance cutting through the quiet night. His eyes convey a silent promise. His family does not stand alone in the darkness. Jonas's gaze softens, a glimmer of hope igniting within him as he beholds the thoughtful gifts. A basket, warm blankets, and the gentle light of Luma, symbols of comfort and solidarity in the night. Lamplight bathes the room in a soft glow, shadows dancing as Everett stands, hope etched on his face. Aiden offers silent support, gently squeezing Mira's hand, a beacon of reassurance in the dim light. Everett's voice rings with promise. "From tonight onward, we will have help, work, shelter, and a warm home." His gaze softens, a heartfelt wish escaping his lips. "I wish for a different beginning to the year, for everyone." Aiden turns to Mira, his words filled with gratitude. "Mira, you saw us with your heart when no one else did." The room is filled with unspoken understanding, the warmth of newfound family radiating in the quiet night. Mira's room glows, bathed in Luma's ethereal light as warmth fills every corner. "Do you have to go?" Mira asks, her voice barely a whisper in the golden light. Luma presses gently against Mira's palm, a silent, tender farewell. With a sigh, Luma fades into a swirl of golden dust, leaving only warmth behind. The golden dust settles, and a gentle warmth lingers, a promise of brighter days. A new year dawns, promising a better future, a hopeful chapter unfolding. If this story touched your heart, like the video, subscribe for more cinematic tales, and share it with someone who needs a little light today.